shoved a tube into my nose. Then they poured milk through a funnel. I fought with everything I had, but I could only endure the pain of force feeding. They refused to let me die from a hunger strike in prison because that would make me a martyr, a powerful symbol for women's right to vote. Who would have thought that only months earlier I had run home in fear just because women smashed a few store windows? Back then, my husband and child were my entire world. For the sake of my family, I endured 12 years of sexual harassment from my factory boss. I accepted longer hours and lower pay at the laundry, and I handed every penny to my husband. All of it felt normal until I met Violet by chance. She was fearless, a true suffragette. I was nervous around her at first, but when the boss tried to bully her, I stepped in to help. That's how we became friends. Only then did I understand what the vote could mean. Better wages, a different life. I began to hope. When Violet couldn't testify before the ministers, I stood in her place and told them my story with complete honesty. For a moment, it seemed they were moved. I dared to believe change might come. But on the day of the announcement, every woman's smile disappeared. The protests swelled beyond anything I imagined. The consequences did too. I was arrested for the first time. Fear and worry crushed me. The comfort of my fellow activists barely reached me because all I could think of was my child. After my release, the public attacks on my family were relentless. Even my gentle husband warned me to stop. I almost gave up. I turned down Violet's invitation to a rally, but I remembered the day I saw her daughter harassed by the boss. I asked my husband a single question and instantly knew the truth.
Same as yours.
If nothing changed, our child would face the same suffering. So I returned to the fight. I listened to Emmeline, our leader, speak with fire. My blood boiled. When the police came, we shielded her and helped her escape into a car. For that, we were taken again. But this time, they paraded us home in police wagons, not to jail. My husband barred me from the house. My sisters in the movement gave me shelter. Reality gave no pause. The boss cornered me, harassing, threatening, submit or leave. I struck back hard. Before leaving, I saw Violet's daughter and thought of the years she might endure. I took her with me and asked the Duchess who led us to give her work. I tried to visit my own child whenever I could, but my husband kept us apart. By law, that was his right. It only made me fight harder. I trained in self-defense. We bombed mailboxes. Still, no one listened. So we planned bolder action to bomb the governor's unfinished mansion. We succeeded, but we were arrested again. This time we stood united. We swore to defend our dream of the future. Forced feeding would not break us. It would only keep us alive. At last, they released us. But outside, we saw the truth. Our attack had barely made the papers. Our headquarters had been raided. Everything was slipping away. Then I heard about the national horse race. The Prime Minister would attend. We decided to hang our banner there. Walking into the crowded grounds, I felt a rush of nerves and excitement. I never imagined that a funeral would be the price for a headline. I wiped the dust from my shoes. I knew the road ahead was still long, but I also knew we would reach the far shore.